The Voice Inside of Me by the New York Brony, read by Deathlight. As summer wound down into early fall, Sunset couldn't help but think of the falling leaves to come as beautiful. There was something she knew in this world that was similar to Equestria. She loved how the trees were able to shed their dying leaves, so they were able to begin anew in the spring. They reminded her of herself and what she had went through. Though she thought herself more of a burgundy leaf falling to the cold concrete than a tree shedding its leaves. Sure, she already deemed herself, she saw the proof in her everyday life, but she couldn't forget the horrible things she had done. The things that she had done, she couldn't undo with a simple, "I'm sorry." To say that Sunset was depressed was an understatement. She was more than depressed. She was hopeless, uncaring, even apathetic. Not towards her friends, of course. No, she could never show them the shallow husk of a girl she had become. Not after all the things that they had done for her. But here, as she stood on the edge of the bridge, with the crisp wind blowing behind her, and the trees flowing, she considered that maybe that would have been a good idea, but she couldn't bring herself to do it. Every time Pinky Rarity asked her what was wrong, but she didn't laugh as hard at a joke told at the table, or smile as much as she used to, she told him nothing was wrong and gave him a weak, pathetic smile. But it wasn't nothing. It was very much something. She wouldn't be standing here on this bridge, knuckles white, as she was holding onto the railing if she was truly okay. But she wanted this to be over with. Her former self haunted her too much, tormented her for months, and continued to remind her of all the truly awful things she had done. She was tired. So tired. "I don't deserve to have friends," she said to herself, her words being carried off by the wind. There's no one around to hear her but herself. She didn't realize she was crying till the tears were streaming down her face and her vision became blurry. She held steadfast though. She wanted to do this. She wanted to let go. But something was holding her back, preventing her from taking that leap. Her friends. She shuddered with sobs as each of their faces flashed in her mind, expressions happy and joyful. Then saw them distraught as they were leaning over a casket shrouded in dark clothes. "I don't deserve friends," she repeated, her voice barely above a whisper. "Of course you don't. Look how you treated them." A voice inside her head told her. "Shut up!" She shouted out loud, chest heaving. "Shut up!" "You're silencing me because you know it's the truth. There's no denying it. Let's face it. You were nothing but a charity case to them." That was the last straw. Sunset's grip on the railing loosened as she began to lean back towards her paradise, her peace at last. She was confused when a strong hand pulled her over the railing and onto the bridge. "Are you out of your mind? You could have killed yourself." Sunset was too unnerved to know who exactly was talking to her, but she had a feeling it was Applejack. She felt a pair of arms around her and a blanket being draped on her shoulders. Pinky and Fluttershy. Hands grabbed at her shirt, but she refused to look the person in the eye. Rainbow Dash. "What the hell were you thinking? If you hadn't have shown up, you would have been dead!" The rainbow-headed girl shrieked, shaking her. "You should have let me die." Sunset murmured drunkenly, as if in a stupor. "What?" 5 voices answered her back. "I said you should have let me die. I was so close. So close to getting that thing out of my head, and you all ruined it!" She shouted, choking back sobs. "What thing, darling?" Rarity asked, kneeling to her level and putting her hand on her shoulder tentatively, as if the older girl was going to break for the slightest touch. "The voices in my head. It won't let the old me die. It keeps reminding me on how much of a terrible person I was, and I can't get rid of it. I believe everything it says. I am a horrible person. I deserve to die. Sunset wailed. No, you don't, Applejack told her sternly. No one deserves to die. No one. It doesn't matter what you did in the past. You are who you are, and that's all that matters. Yeah, screw old Sunset, Dash added. You're nothing like her. She was a bitch and an asshole. You're nothing like her. She died when the elements blasted you back to your senses. Rarity helped Sunset to her feet. Darling, we all care for you. Whatever that voice is telling you in your head, it's wrong. You're worth more than anything in the world. At that moment, Sunset looked into the eyes of each and every one of her friends, looking for a hint of deception, but there was none. All that there was an overwhelming feeling of love and devoted friendship. And at that moment, she realized she needed not to punish herself. She had done her time. And just like that, the voice disappeared. And for the first time in months, Sunset truly, genuinely smiled.